Good day once again, my dear students! Nandito na naman ang inyong Mama Melia upang magturo ng dagdag kaalaman sa subject na mathematics. Ano nga ba ang pag-aaralan natin ngayon? We are going to discuss integers in this video. Ang mga examples na nandito ay nanggaling sa module na ginagamit natin. By the way, don't forget to subscribe for more video updates. Video, we will have exercises. May mga ipapagawa kong exercises para mas ma-visualize ninyo ang concept na dinidiscuss. Halina't simulan ng pag-aaral. Paano ba natin ilalarawan ang integers? Let's have the first activity. Let's draw it. Sundin ang directions na binigay. At the end of the slide, magkakaroon tayo ng real-life representation ng integers. How was your drawing? Pareho ba ng nasa larawan? Kung pareho ng nasa larawan, ibig sabihin na sunod mo ng tama ang directions. Sagutin natin ang mga tanong. How far is the bird from the sea level? Correct. 3 units or 3 units above sea level. How far is the fish from the sea level? Very good. 3 units or 3 units below sea level. What sign can we use to designate above sea level? Nasaan ba ang above sea level? Nasa taas ng 0, kaya positive ang sign na gagamitin. Dahil ang below sea level naman ay nasa baba ng 0, ito ay negative. Ang tawag natin sa line na ginamit natin sa drawing kanina ay number line. Number line is a straight line extended in both directions as illustrated by arrowheads and is used to represent numbers. Bawat unit o layo mula sa 0 ay tinatawag nating absolute value. Ang absolute value ay positive sapagkat tumutukoy ito sa distance. Ang mga numbers naman na nasa number line ay tinatawag nating integers. Integers is a set of numbers comprising the negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. They are also known as the signed numbers. Ang value ng positive numbers ay mas mataas sa 0, samantalang ang value ng negative numbers ay mas mababa sa 0. Alam niyo ba na ang number line ay maaaring vertical line or horizontal line? Kapag horizontal, ang mga numbers na nasa kanan ng 0 ay positive. Ang mga numbers naman sa kaliwa ng 0 ay negative. Ang 0 ay neutral. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito negative, hindi din positive. Are you ready with an activity? Sa activity na to, i-identify mo lang ang number na mas malaki ang value. Isulat sa papel na hawak nyo. Time's up. Let's check your answer. Positive 2 or positive 1? 0 or negative 1? Negative 3 or negative 1? Negative 3 or positive 1? Positive 2 or negative 4? 0 or negative 8? Positive 7 or 0? Positive 4 or negative 4? Sino kayang nakakuha ng 8 points? Ngayon naman ay pag-aaralan natin kung paano mag-add, mag-subtract, mag-multiply at mag-divide ng integers. Balikan natin ang absolute value. Absolute value is the distance between a number and 0 on the number line and is denoted by 2 bars. So in symbol, meron lang bar line and then lalagay natin yung number or yung integer sa loob. Tingnan natin. How far is negative 6 from 0? Bilangin natin ilang units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6 is 6 units from 0. The distance of negative 6 from 0 is 6 units. Kaya ang absolute value ng negative 6 ay 6. Okay, tingnan natin sa kabila. How far is positive 6 from 0? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 6 units from 0. Ang layo ng integer 6 sa 0 ay 6 units. Kaya ang absolute value ay 6. The absolute value of a number is just getting the distance of it from 0, disregarding the sign or direction. Kaya laging positive ang absolute value. Let's have more examples. Illustrate the given integer on the number line and give its absolute value. Array. What is the absolute value of 4? Hanapin natin nasan ang 4 sa number line. Ilang units ang layo ng 4 sa 0? Tama, 4 units. Kaya ang absolute value ng 4 ay 4. What is the absolute value of negative 2? I-locate natin ang negative 2 sa number line. Gaano kalayo ang negative 2 mula sa 0? Correct, 2 units. Kaya ang absolute value ng negative 2 ay 2. Paano nga ba mag-add ng integers? Katulad lang ba ito ng pag-add ng whole numbers? Tandaan, ang integers ay binubuo ng positive numbers, 0 at negative numbers. Ang whole numbers naman ay 0 at positive numbers. Let's take a look at this problem. My savings in the bank is 100 pesos. My mother deposited 500 pesos into my account yesterday. How much is my savings now? Okay, maglagay tayo ng legend. 100 pesos is equivalent to 1 unit. Meron akong savings sa bank na 100 pesos. Dinagdagan ko ng 500 pesos or 5 100. Magkano na savings ko? Correct, 600 pesos. Anong napansin niyo sa pag-add ng parehong positive integers? Inadd lang ang numbers at kinopya ang common sign which is positive. Let's continue. My savings in the bank is 600 pesos. However, I need to withdraw 200 pesos. How much is my savings now? Dahil may 600 pesos ako at ito ay savings, maglagay tayo ng 6 na 100. Positive going to right. But I need to withdraw 200 pesos. Bawasan natin ng 200. Going to the left, which is negative. Ilang 100 na lang ang natira? Correct, 4. How much is my savings now? 400 pesos. Dahil magkaibang sign, isubtract natin. Nasa positive area pa din tayo, kaya positive ang sagot. I withdrew 200 pesos yesterday. I withdrew 300 pesos today. How much is my total withdrawal? Withdraw is negative, so we have to move to the left. Plus another 300. O move na naman ng 3 sa left. How much is my total withdrawal? Tama, 500. Dahil nasa left side, kaya negative. Paano mag-add ng parehong sign? Add and copy the common sign. Pero dahil parehong negative, absolute value ang i-add natin. The absolute value of negative 200 is 200. The absolute value of negative 300 is 300. And then we copy the sign, which is negative. In adding integers, we have to follow two rules. Rule number 1. To add integers with the same sign, add the absolute value of the numbers and copy the common sign. Okay, let's have the example. What is the sum of 6 and 3? Kunin mo na ang given. So we have 6 and 3. They are both positive. And then kunin ang absolute value. Ano ang absolute value ng 6? Yes, 6. Ano naman ang absolute value ng positive 3? Yes, 3. O, add the absolute value. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Since parehas silang positive, ang sagot natin ay positive 9. Using the number line, you have 3 units plus 6 units. So, nasan tayo nakarating? Okay, nandun na tayo sa positive 9. Dahil parehong positive, move to the right. 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. Example number 2. What is the total of negative 5 and negative 2? Identify natin ang given. Given are negative 5 and negative 2. Parehong negative. Kunin ang absolute value. The absolute value of negative 5 is 5. The absolute value of negative 2 is 2. Now, add the absolute value. 5 plus 2, 7. Dahil parehas na negative, ang sagot ay negative 7. Illustrate natin. Kapag negative, going to the left. So we have negative 5. Move 5 units to the left plus negative 2, which is another 2 units to the left. Ilang units meron? Yes, 7 units to the left of 0. Kaya, negative 7. Rule number 2. To add integers with different signs, get the difference between their absolute values and copy the sign of the integer with the greater absolute value. Let's have example 3. What is the sum of 8 and negative 3? Given are 8 and negative 3. One is positive and the other one is negative. Now, kunin ang absolute value. The absolute value of positive 8 is 8. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. O based on the rule, kapag magkaiba ng sign, get the difference. So we are going to subtract. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Aling sign kaya ang gagamitin? Now, tingnan, aling integer ang mas malaki ang absolute value? Correct. Positive 8. Therefore, 8 plus negative 3 is equal to 5. Illustrate natin. We have positive 8. So move 8 units to the right. But we have to add negative 3. Since negative, we are going back to the left 3 units. O, nasa na tayo? Positive 5. Kaya, ang sagot natin ay positive 5. Example number 4. If 4 and negative 6 is added, what is the sum? Given are 4 and negative 6. Isang positive at isang negative. Therefore, we are going to follow rule number 2. So, kunin ang absolute value. The absolute value of positive 4 is 4. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6. Based on the rule, subtract the absolute value. Subtract nyo lang. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Aling integer ang mas malaki ang absolute value? Tama, negative 6. Kaya, 4 plus negative 6 is negative 2. Illustrate naman natin ngayon. I have positive 4. Move 4 units to the right. Kailangan ko mag-add ng negative 6. Dahil negative, I have to go back. So, move 6 units to the left. Saan tumigil? Yes, negative 2. Kaya ang sagot natin ay negative 2. In addition, added ang tawag natin sa mga numbers na pinagkukombine. Ang sagot naman ay tinatawag nating sum. Example number 5. What must be added to 8 to obtain negative 3? Anong number kaya ang pwede kong idagdag sa 8 para makuha ang negative 3? The given are first addend, which is 8, and sum, which is negative 3. Isulat muna natin ang given. 8 plus blank is equal to negative 3. Nawawala ang second addend kaya nakablanko. Iyon ang hahanapin natin sa problem na ito. Mas madali itong maiintindihan kung i-illustrate muna natin. Okay, locate muna natin ang positive 8 and negative 3 on the number line. Ang positive 8 ay nasa kanan. So from 8, how will I go to negative 3? Correct. Move to the left. 8 units going back to 0 plus another 3 units to obtain negative 3. Ilang units lahat? 11. Since we move to the left, kaya ang sign ay negative. Ano lang ginawa natin? Correct. Inad ang opposite ng 8, which is negative 8, to the sum. Negative 3 plus negative 8 is equal to negative 11. Therefore, we have to add negative 11 to 8 to obtain negative 3. How about this one? Which number should negative 4 be added to get 11? The given are the second addend, which is negative 4, and the sum, which is 11. Ay represent muna natin ang problem. Okay. Sa anong number ko idadagdag ang negative 4 to get 11? Since ang nawawala ay first addend, iyon ang nakablanko. Katulad ng ginawa natin sa example 4, i-add ang opposite ng addend to the sum. Ang opposite ng negative 4 ay positive 4. Kaya, 11 plus 4. Let's add. 11 plus 4 is equal to 15. Ang addend na hinahanap natin ay 15. Practice time. Find the sum. Add a given pair of integers. So, kailangan nyo lang kunin ang sagot in 1 minute. Okay, your time starts now. Let's check your answer. 13 plus 6 is equal to 19. 10 plus negative 5 is 5. Negative 2 plus 7 is equal to positive 2. Negative 3 plus 1 is equal to negative 2. 2 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 2. 0 plus negative 8 is equal to negative 8. 7 plus 0 is 7. 4 plus negative 4 is equal to 0. Who got 8? Subtraction is the reverse operation of addition. Ibig sabihin, ang subtraction ay kabaliktaran ng addition. Paano nangyari? Okay, pag-aralan natin. Given, what is the sum if 2 is added to 3? Tingnan natin sa number line. I have 3 units. Kapag dinagdagan ko ng 2 units, ilan na lahat? Tama, 5 units. Therefore, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. I-rephrase natin ang tanong. What number must be added to 3 in order to get 5? From our previous example, kapag ganito ang case, kinukuha natin ang opposite ng addend at ina-add sa sum. So, 5 is the sum And then, ang added natin is 3. Ang opposite niya is negative 3. Therefore, 5 plus negative 3. Following the rule in adding integers, if the integers have different sign, we subtract. So 5 plus negative 3 is equal to 2. Or 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Kung babaliktarin natin ang process from subtraction to addition, ganito ang mangyayari. From 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, magiging 5 plus negative 3 is equal to 2. Therefore, we can define subtraction as the addition of the negative of the number. Ngayon, pwede na nating i-derive ang steps in subtracting integers. In subtraction, we have the minuend, yung babawasan, subtrahend, ang ipangbabawas, and difference, yung sagot o result. Paano na tayo magsusubtract ng integers? Balikan natin ang example na pinakita kanina. From 5 minus 3, di ba naging 5 plus 3 negative 3? Kinopya lang ang minuend. So from 5, 5 ulit. From subtraction naman, naging addition. Then kinuha ang opposite ng subtrahend. So yung positive 3 naging negative 3. Nag-change lang ng sign. After that, we follow the rules in adding integers. In short, we keep the minuend, then add the opposite of the subtrahend. Example number 1. What is the difference of negative 4 and negative 2? Isulat natin as number sentence. So this will become negative 4 minus negative 2. Step 1. Keep the minuend. So we are just going to copy negative 4. Step 2. Add. Change the operation from subtraction to addition. Step 3. Get the opposite of the subtrahend. So from negative 2, magiging positive 2. Now we have negative 4 plus 2. And then step 4, add the integers using the rules in adding different signs. So negative 4 plus 2 is equal to negative 2. Okay, let's check. The number sentence can be read as, what is negative 4 minus negative 2? Pwede nating i-rephrase. What number must be added to negative 2 in order to get negative 4? Sa number line, locate natin ang 2 and negative 4. So from negative 2, ilang units papunta sa negative 4? Yes, 2 units. Dahil nag-move papuntang left, kaya ang sign ay negative. Therefore, the answer is negative 2. Example number 2. What is negative 7 subtracted by positive 6? Write again as number sentence. So we will have negative 7 minus 6. Let's solve. Keep negative 7. Add the opposite, which is negative 6. Kapag magkaparehas ng sign, add the absolute value. So 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. Dahil parehong negative, kaya negative 7 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 13. Check natin. The question, what is negative 7 minus 6, can be rephrased as what number must be added to 6 in order to get negative 7. Locate natin ang 6 at negative 7 sa number line. From 6, we need to go back or move to the left to get negative 7. Ilang units? Tama, 13 units. Dahil nag-move to the left, kaya ang sagot natin ay negative 13. Example number 3. What is the difference between 8 and negative 3? Write again as number sentence. Kaya, 8 minus negative 3. Keep positive 8. Add the opposite of negative 3, which is positive 3. Now, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Adding same sign, integers. Check natin ulit. Locate negative 3 and positive 8. So move from negative 3 going to positive 8. How many units? Correct, 11. Dahil nag-move to the right, kaya positive 11. Dahil ang subtraction ay kabaliktaran ng addition, from A plus B is equal to C, pwede natin siyang isulat as C minus A is equal to B or C minus B is equal to A. Let's have example number 4. What number must be subtracted from negative 12 to get positive 4? Ibig sabihin, ano daw number ang ibabawas sa negative 12 para magkaroon ng positive 4? O using the pattern. So, pwede natin itong gawing C minus A is equal to B. And then, i-write natin. So, magiging C minus B is equal to A. So, from negative 12 minus blank is equal to 4, magiging negative 12 minus 4 is equal to blank. O, let's follow the rule in subtraction. Keep negative 12, add the opposite of positive 4, which is negative 4. Dahil same sign sila, we are going to add. 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. And dahil parehong negative, we will have negative 16. Let's do the cow. Keep and add the opposite. Find the difference in 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Sagot nyo. 13 minus 6, 7. 10 minus negative 5 is equal to 15. Negative 2 minus 7 is equal to 9. Negative 3 minus 1 is equal to negative 4. 2 minus negative 4 is equal to 6. 0 minus negative 8 is equal to positive 8. 7 minus 0 is equal to positive 7. 4 minus negative 4 is equal to positive 8. Oh, who got 8? Paano nga ba mag-multiply ng integers? Remember, multiplication is repeated addition. Okay, let's have this example. My mother asked me to buy some food in the market. She gave me 5 pieces of 20 peso bill. How much is my money? From the problem, we have 5 pieces of 20 peso bill. Since multiplication, pwede nating sabihin 5 groups of 20s. Since ang hinahanap ay total or the product, ang magiging number sentence ay 5 times 20 is equal to blank. Dahil ang multiplication ay repeated addition, maaari nating i-add ang 5 20 peso bill. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 is equal to 100. Okay, i-multiply ang 20 by 5. 20 times 5 is equal to 100. I-visualize nga natin. Dahil gave ang word na ginamit, means tumanggap ako. Positive 5 ang magiging representation. So, 5 groups of 20s. Ilan lahat? 100. Nanatiling nasa kanan ng number line, kaya positive. We can say that if we multiply two positive integers, the result is also a positive integer. Example number 2. I took 5 pieces of 20 peso bill from my savings to buy school supplies. How much did I spend for my school supplies? Takeaway is represented by negative numbers. Always remember that. Kinuha sa atin, kaya magiging number sentence ay negative 5 times 20 is equal to blank. Alam natin na ang 5 times 20 is equal to 100. But what will be the sign of the product? Positive kaya? Negative kaya? Illustrate natin. I have 5 groups of 20s. I took away 5 groups of 20s. Dahil take away, ililipat natin sa negative side. 5 groups of 20s on the left side, we will have negative 100. Bakit nilipat at hindi binawas? Dahil ang tanong ay magkano ang kabuuang withdrawal, hindi magkano ang natira sa savings. From there, we can see that if we multiply negative by positive, the product is negative. Paano naman pag parehong negative? If negative 2 and negative 3 is multiplied, what is the product? Negative 2 times negative 3 can be interpreted as take away 2 groups of negative 3. Illustrate natin. I have 2 groups of negative 3. Kapag sinabing take away, based on our previous example, ililipat natin sa opposite side. So from negative to positive side. What do we have now? Yes, positive 6. Therefore, negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to positive 6. We can say that if we multiply negative integer by negative integer, the product is a positive integer. What is the product of 3 and negative 3? Ibig sabihin, ilan ang 3 groups of negative 3? In number sentence, ito ay 3 times negative 3 is equal to blank. Illustrate natin gamit ang number line. Ang negative 3 ay nasa left side. 3 groups of negative 3 will give us negative 9. Therefore, 3 times negative 3 is equal to negative 9. We can say that positive integer times negative integer is equal to a negative integer. Pagsamahin natin ang mga examples. 5 times 20 is equal to 100. Parehong positive kaya ang sagot ay positive. Negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to positive 6. Parehong negative, ang sagot ay positive pa rin. Therefore, if two numbers have the same sign, multiply their absolute value, and then the product is positive. Kapag parehas ang sign, ang sagot ay positive. Let's continue. Negative 5 times 20 is equal to negative 100. Negative and positive, ang sagot ay negative. 3 times negative 3 is equal to negative 9. Positive and negative, ang sagot ay negative din. If two numbers have different signs, multiply their absolute values. The product is a negative. Pag magkaiba ng sign, ang sagot ay negative. Let's do some exercises. Find the product in 60 seconds. Let's check your answer. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. 10 times negative 5 is equal to negative 50. Negative 2 times positive 7, the answer is negative 14. Negative 3 times negative 1 is equal to positive 3. 2 times negative 4 is equal to negative 8. 0 times negative 8 is equal to 0. Negative 7 times negative 3 is equal to 21. Negative 4 times negative 4 is equal to 16. Ang hugot 8. Division is the inverse process of multiplication. We can derive the rules in dividing integers from the multiplication. Let's have this example. 5 times 20 is equal to 100. So we can have 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20 or 100 divided by 20 is equal to 5. Parehas na positive ang given, kaya ang quotient ay positive. Let's have example 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to 6. This can be written as 6 divided by negative 2 is equal to negative 3 or 6 divided by negative 3 is equal to negative 2. So as you can see, kung kapag magkaiba ng sign, ang sagot ay negative. Next example. Negative 5 times 20 is equal to negative 100. This can be negative 100 divided by negative 5 is equal to 20. Parehas na negative ang given, ang sagot ay positive. Or, negative 100 divided by 20 is equal to negative 5. Dahil magkaiba ng sign, ang sagot ay negative. So, ito magiging rule na natin. If two numbers have the same sign, divide their absolute values. Then the quotient is positive. If two numbers have different signs, divide their absolute values and then the quotient is negative. Let's have this example. Number 1. What is 16 divided by 4? Look at the given. Positive ang 16, positive ang 4. So same sign, ang sagot ay positive. Therefore, 16 divided by 4 is equal to positive 4. Example number 2. What is negative 6 divided by negative 2? Parehas na negative ang sign, kaya ang sagot ay positive. Same sign will give us positive. Negative 6 divided by negative 2 is equal to positive 3. Number 3. What is the quotient of negative 18 and positive 9? So from the rule, if we have different signs, then the quotient is negative. Therefore, negative 18 divided by 9 is equal to negative 2. Example 4. If 24 is divided by negative 4, what is the quotient? Magkaiba ng sign, therefore the quotient is a negative integer. So, 24 divided by negative 4 is equal to negative 6. Tapos na natin talakayin kung paano mag-add, mag-subtract, mag-multiply, at mag-divide ng integers. So, nandito ang rules kung paano ito gagawin. Basahin at tandaan. Asahan ko na may natutunan kayo sa video na ito. Hanggang sa muling pagkikita sa susunod na lesson.